Так, Анна, здравствуйте, вы здесь? О, Анна. Вот, наверное, хоть что-нибудь скажу. Как-то грустно. Давайте я скажу. Hello, everyone. How are you today? Ready to get started?
Hello. Good afternoon, dear colleagues.
So, guys, we are waiting for some maybe 3 or 5 minutes. Then we'll start. Okay?
Guys, you need to mute yourself before you speak.
Okay.
You know, I mean, like you are using the dual, you know, using the phone and also your computer. So you have to mute one, then you may not feel the echo. Okay?
Надо что-нибудь отключить.
Thank you.
Задвоение идет.
Ребят, у вас все звук выключен, да?
С динамика тоже надо выключить. Их отключить, чтобы не слышно было. Потому что, короче, звук на компьютерах все надо вообще выключить. Все отлично. Ты тоже все выключил, да? Хорошо. Okay, so let's check it. Okay, is it okay now? Ну что, так нормально? Вы так меня не слышите. Okay, is it okay now? Короче, когда будет кто-то разговаривать, всем остальным надо выключить вообще звук. Да, к сожалению. Или наушники надеть.
Let's go.
Okay, so dear all, we're glad to see you all today, and we're very excited, and we're glad that we could, join all of us together. And now I would like to yield the floor to our distinguished chief expert, Alexander Anatolievich Makarov. So
Hello.
he will just say a few words.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. My name is Alexander Makarov, and I am a chief expert for space system engineering in Russia. Thank you for registering for the camp. Today we are opening our wonderful event, and I want to express my gratitude for the interest in space system engineering. The skill competition is totally wonderful. As children, many of us were dreaming of being involved in space development and launching spacecraft, exploring deep space, and conquering near space. Now, the dreams came true, and we can become a part of a space industry. We must exciting. Wing is what we skill is not only about satellite creation as we have it now. Together, we can develop different devices for space exploration, create programs for interstellar flights, think about creating systems for space biology or manned spacecraft and many other things. This summer, we have future skills camp, which can promote space systems engineering. So a good opportunity to get acquainted, cooperate, and meet at the next World Skills Championship. All our team hope to involve as much participants as possible, as the skill is promising, advanced, and exciting. Now I want to introduce our team to you. Svetlana Kuzmina, Deputy Chief Expert, World Skills Russia. Dmitry, Technical Expert. And LA, Expert, World Skills Russia. And
So I guess that Alexander should pass the floor to me. I would introduce our team to you one more time while he is opening the presentation. So one more time, Alexander Makarov is a chief expert, so you have already seen him. And Svetlana Kuzmina is a deputy chief expert, and she is also World Skills Russia expert in space systems engineering. And Dmitry Amelin is our technical expert, and he is also World Skills Russia expert. And me, my children call me LA. You can also call me so because my name is quite difficult to pronounce. And today I will be an assistant to the chief expert and deputy chief expert, and I'll also be an interpreter. So, Alexander Anatolich, are you ready with presentation? So now Alexander will switch on the presentation and will demonstrate our skill competition to you. So as you have already seen our experts, now you can just see it one more time. So we are also want to welcome experts and teams from Alexander Anatolyevich. What countries are participating now?
We are glad to welcome today experts and teams from China, Colombia, Ecuador, India, Ireland, Kazakhstan, and Russia. Our industrial partners are Godovиков Polytechnic College, Roscosmos, 3M, Picasso, and Sputnik Space Company. Now I would like to pass the floor to Anatoly Kopik from Sputnik.
Я тоже не слышу. Okay, so guys, one more time.
We are glad to welcome today experts and teams from China, Colombia, Ecuador, India, Ireland, Italy, Kazakhstan, and Russia. Our industrial partners are Godovиков Polytechnic College, Roscosmos, 3M, Picasso, and Sputnik Space Company. Now I would like to pass the floor to Anatoly Kopik from Sputnik.
Anatoly, are you with us? Okay, so unfortunately, Anatoly is not here. So we'll just wait for some time. Okay, so as soon as Anatoly joins us, we'll continue. Now, if you don't mind, I would like to present a kind of agenda for today. So today is an introduction day, and we are going to meet our team. We are going to discuss the schedule for the next week. And I'm going to tell you a few words about the project task, the test project, I'm sorry, the technical description, and some other things. If you have any questions, if you need any documents, you can just write it in the chat, and I'll try to answer till the end of our session. And while we are waiting, I would like to say a few words about the history of our skill competition. So the skill competition is quite new. It was first introduced in 2015, and there were not so many competitors as we wanted. The following year, 2016, I mean, we had more than 50 teams in different Russian regions. In September 2017, junior team, so which has 14, 16-year-old, was also involved in the competition. Now we have an adult team, all possible junior branches starting from the age of 10. And there is also a branch for higher education students we call it Mezhvuz. So this is a competition between different Russian higher institutions. And we also have participants from many Russian regions like Moscow, St. Petersburg, Krasnodarsky Krai, Yakutia, Kazan, Дальний Восток, and many others. And in August 2019, Space Systems Engineering was presented at World Skills Championship in Kazan as Future Skills competition. There were unfortunately only 3 teams, but we would like to involve as many participants and teams as possible. So now I would like to pass the floor to Alina from World Skills Russia, if you don't mind. So Alina.
Hello, everyone. So it's great to see you all here. Thank you that you joined this skills camp. And from World Skills Russia side, I'd like to mention key important points. So for us, this Future Skills Camp is just part of holistic program, which we are doing here in Russia, and it's also become international program. So this Future Skills program is about not just running skills camp, it's from the whole cycle. So first of all, we forecast and develop new technology which will be on the market and describe the skills for the people, which skills person needs to manage with this new technology. Then we pilot this new technology at our camps or at our competition, and then develop with our partners educational programs, or even create teams and startups to go forward with this new technology on the market. So as well, Future Skills is a part of international agenda now. As already it was mentioned that we have Future Skills Zone international competition in Kazan. Now Future Skills become part of agenda of World Skills International, World Skills Europe, and World Skills Asia. As well, we have Future Skills Challenge in BRICS. So it's becoming more and more popular. As well, with this pandemic situation, which we now all around the world, which is a global challenge for all of us. I hope that all of you and your family and colleagues are okay. And with this challenge, we got new opportunity that we can keep rocking with developing our partnership with our partner organization through this online cooperation. So we are sure that it's not just a new model of cooperation for national skills organization. We are sure that it's a new model of skills development in the country, that you as a leading expert, that you will develop the skills, not just for competition, but for education program. And for, in future, it will be possibility for new employment in your countries. So I think that you have to get as much more knowledge as you can get from the skills camp. As well, we will be really interested in feedback regarding organization of the skills camp. And we are looking forward to cooperate with you and your organization in the future. Thank you, Alexander, and your team that you lead this training and camp. And I wish you have productive and fun time all together during this skills camp.
Thank you.
Okay, so now just a few words about the camp schedule. So as you know, today is the first day of our camp, and it is an introduction to space systems engineering. We'll start every day from 2 p.m. and in our schedule, as you know, today we have only 1 hour, and the following days we have 2 hours to greet experts or competitors to discuss everything. And just beforehand, we would like to, suggest to enlarge the time for the competitors' day. It is on the 5th of August. It will be Wednesday. Yes, it will be Wednesday. So we have only 2 hours, but I really doubt if we just cope with such a great task in 2 hours. So if you don't mind, the competitors' day will last from 2 p.m. maybe till 5 or 6 p.m. because this day we have training or workshop on the modules, and so we just want to have more time for demonstration of the modules. So if you don't mind, please write in the chat that, like, of course we don't mind, and so on. And I would also like to say that there were some formats for participation, for example, format 1, 2, 3, and so on. If you have chosen format 1 or 2, for example, and you haven't chosen format 3, you can also participate any other days. We will be very glad if you join us any days you like. So it doesn't matter if you haven't, like registered for formats. You can just join us any day, anytime, ask any questions in the chat. Or if you have, like Telegram, you can also ask any questions. So I just can see that Anatoly joined us. Anatoly присоединился. So now we finally we're just yielding the floor to our distinguished representative of Sputnik Aerospace Company, Anatoly. Hello.
Hello, guys. So we are Sputnik's company from Skolkovo. There are 2 fields of our business. First one is a professional space, like satellite devices, microsatellite devices, CubeSat format platforms, satellites, microsatellite platforms, DCS systems, ground equipment, and test benches, ground stations. And the second part, it's aerospace education that involved us in a process of developing, building, and supporting the educational organization by satellite kits, educational satellites, educational stations, and lessons, methodological materials, and so on. So we are participating as a industrial partners of WorldSkills competition, engineering space systems in Russia. So the history of this partnership about three or 4, maybe 4 years. So we started from very beginning, going step by step from the local levels, from country level up to world competition in Kazan that held in Kazan last year. So we would like to help to move this competition, this particular engineering space systems direction to the different countries, because it's very interesting one. When the very nice equipment used, with the vision to educate, to build, and after that even to build real spacecraft and launch it into space. So we are very glad to participate in this process. So shortly, it's a story. If you have any questions, please ask or visit us or write us. We would be glad to answer any question. Thank you.
Hey, Anatoly, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
So now we are going to discuss our first day in the camp. So we need to understand and overview a little bit the current technical description. So, Александр Анатольевич, на слайд назад. Пожалуйста, еще на слайд назад. Спасибо. Спасибо. So as you can see, so I'll send the presentation if needed afterwards, but we should discuss and understand that the technical description and the test project will differ from the task that we are going to do during the camp. Yes, because during the camp you have only your computers. Yes, and for our test project we need some other equipment, which is, you know, like might not be possible to buy or get. So first of all, we should understand that according to technical description, test project can't be less than 15 hours, and it cannot be more than 22 hours, like a standard 8-hour working day. So every day we work 8 hours, and during the third day we work 7 hours. Now I'm just, you know, like telling you about the actual technical description, not for the camp, but as we have it in original during our championships. So the participants' age must be from 14 to 22 years old. If we say like junior team is for 14 and 16 years old, and the rest is from 16 to 22 years old. The test project can be beyond the limits of world skills standard specification. We have the WSSS section in our technical description, so you may just look at it. And the number of participants in the team is 2 for the World Skills International Championships. Александр Анатольевич, следующий слайд, пожалуйста. The technical description itself contains 8 modules. So in original, we have satellite design, satellite modeling simulation, and physics modeler. We have programming, sensor, system, and interface programming. We have software development and debugging. Then we have satellite assembly, bench tests, and satellite mission accomplishment, project estimating, and occupational health and safety observance. During the camp, we'll just perform only modules 1, satellite layout design, module 2, satellite modeling simulation in a 6 modeler software, module 3, sensors, systems, and interface programming, and also developing and debugging of software. And we sustained the module satellite mission accomplishment with the new one, which is called hardware in the loop test. So actually you will just have 1, 2, 3, 4 modules, 1 module for each day, and programming, you know, like was the 2 modules were grouped into 1 big module. So the team usually contains 2 members, as I have already mentioned. They are engineer and a programmer. They can perform any functions they like, yes? Still, it is a team competition, and they can distribute the tasks. Now, I would say just a few words about the modules of our test project, like very, very short, in a few sentences. Alexander Antonovich, следующий slide. So the first module of our test project is satellite 3D layout design. So the thing is, if you don't mind, I'll switch the camera and we'll show you. Видно, что показываю? So we have, you know, like different configurations of the satellites. They may be four-sided satellite. Yes. It may also the simplest one. It may also be 8-sided satellite like this. Yes, a little bit more difficult. And our, you know, like innovation, 4-sided satellite. Yes, but it is quite big. Yes, and it contains many, many, many parts. Yes, the thing is that the team should, you know, like think about or develop or create a satellite. It may be of any configuration. The parameters for the satellite is taken from drawings, from their own ideas, or they are written in the test project. So yes, you may see the new satellite, which is very, very small and compact. Yes. So the task, the task for the design engineer is to make, first of all, a 3D model of the satellite, because before you manufacture a satellite, you should think about how to make it. Yes, you have to, you know, like draw the parts, the body elements, the fastening elements. You have to make some holes, fillers, slots for mounting systems like, just a second. If you can see, we have solar panels, yes. So we should also make them like rotate and so on. So this is a task for a design engineer. As you can see, the idea. Okay, as you can see, the idea, our main idea was to make a 3D model of a satellite so that afterwards you could produce the parts of the satellites by yourself. For example, the parts of the body can be made in the laser cutting machine. Yes, so the material may be plastic or any other kind of material, but still you can just produce it here. Then some structural elements like fasteners, yes, or some elements of solar panels can be printed in a 3D printer. Yes, we also have 3D printers, yes, here, and we can just print some parts that can be printed. So for these purposes, all elements should be saved in the formats which are then can be cutted or printed. That is the idea, the first one. Another thing is that a satellite will not be able to fly without sensors. So as you can see, all satellites have many sensors. Yes, it has a payload, a camera, it has a flywheel, it has sun sensors, and so on. So every model of a satellite must have all the sensors needed. And all the sensors are connected together with the wiring or bounding, as you like. So I guess that is all about the 3D modeling. So then, следующий slide. So that's it. Следующий слайд. Окей. Следующий слайд. Илюша, можете секс-модель включить где-нибудь? Okay, so the next module is satellite simulation modeling in SX Modular software. So this software was developed especially to imitate the movement, the orbital movement of a satellite. The idea of the model is to, like download the data needed and calculate the number of shooting sessions. Also, one of the tasks for this model is to achieve a 3D visualization of a satellite stabilization. So when you just calculate everything correctly, you will see a trace of a satellite and its orbital movement. And then you will see the visualization of a real satellite in 3 axes. So if our guys will help us, we'll just look how this program. So this is how. Okay, so this is how this program looks like. So after that, we have the next module. So, and this is about programming. Okay, so we'll just wait for some time. So the programmer develops, decides and writes a program code for the satellite systems and devices. So he develops some general algorithm for the work of the whole system. He also develops, writes, and checks all the sensors, all everything that that should work. I'm sorry. So he also checked the code for the satellite systems, and he should also write some algorithms for stabilization, orientation of the satellite, and according to this program, according to these algorithms, he develops a full cyclogram of work for the satellite. So the idea is that system programmer should check all the sensors of the satellite, create a full sequence cyclogram so that when the satellite is assembled, he should like use this code, and the satellite should stabilize or rotate or take photos from the Earth and so on. So next we have Alexander Anatolyevich, следующий slide. And we have module 4, design and assembly of satellite system stabilizing and power supply systems. So during this module, one of the participants should make a kinematic electrical diagram for solar cells disclosure and turning systems. So they just assemble the solar cells disclosure system separately from the satellite and check it, like on the table if it works. Then he calculates and develops a stabilized power supply for the power supply system, because one of the ideas is that the solar panels should disclose, yes, and while they are just not open, while they are closed, they are connected together with a string which is supposed to be burned, and so they just like connect the additional power supply system to make a special electric current to burn this string, and so the solar panels are disclosed. And then one of the participants or two participants make a wiring for the satellite, as you can see. So the wiring, yes, they just connect all the sensors and they manufacture the wiring themselves. So they cut the wiring and creep it with a special device. And then connect it. I'm sorry. And they also solder one of the wires. I'll show you just.
Special for you.
Okay. А есть спаяны? Интересно. Okay. So the example of an Arduino module, which just operate. Чем он управляет? The solar panel rotation and disclosure. And we also just have special wiring, which is manufactured with by participants. Yes, so they solder themselves one of the wire. Usually it is wire from the camera. Yes, and as we know, the camera is the most important part of a satellite because it is a payload. And if they just don't do it properly, the camera won't work. So they just manufacture one of the wire. So that's all about module 4. Then module 5 is the most interesting one. It is about satellite assembly. satellite assembly. So as far as you have a 3D model of satellite, you have checked all of the sensors, all equipment, you have soldered the wiring and done everything. You have to produce and to assemble your own satellite. So we have a clean room, which is supposed to, and I'm sorry, the participants are supposed to work in this room wearing special equipment, special, like gloves, glasses, and so on and so forth, like a real one. They assemble the device. They use fasteners, body elements that they have already done. They use parts printed on 3D printer and make a real satellite, make a real model of a satellite. Then the satellite should be tested. Александр, следующее. They carry out the satellite out of the clean room and place it in a special suspension. So this is an aerodynamic suspension. This device measures the center of mass of a satellite. So as you can see, all the sensors are arranged so that the satellite won't go anywhere left or right. And if everything is correct, if you have assembled the satellite according to your 3D model, it won't fall. It has a great center of masses. Then some other like systems are checked. So they check that all the wiring should work properly. That check that the satellite doesn't have like any damages, so it is not broken, and everything is done correctly. Everything is done correctly, and when we turn on the energy supply system, it shows like a voltage that is needed according to the test project. So everything is correct. Then as soon as you have performed bench test, the most interesting model comes. It is a satellite mission accomplishment. The thing is that satellite must be launched for some purpose. And as our payload is a camera, the purpose is to make photos. So the satellite is hanged, and a programmer just test the codes of stabilization, orientation, and other things. The task is to take photos, or for example, make a stabilization with or orientation with the help of sun sensors, with the help of maybe a magnetic field. And I guess that's all. The last two modules are the project cost estimation. So you can just calculate the cost of the satellite. And the very last module is workplace organization. So, which states that your workplace should be always in order, that you should not break the equipment, and so on, that you should not damage yourself. That is all. Следующий слайд включите. So that is all about the test project. Yes, the most difficult thing for you. And now we're just дальше, 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 дальше. Я уже все рассказала. So tomorrow we'll have an expert day. I want kindly ask the experts to introduce themselves. So guys, you will have about 3 or 4 minutes. We would like you to что ты молчишь? So we would like, I'm sorry, we would like experts to introduce themselves, to say a few words like your names, surnames, why are you interested in space systems engineering, and maybe you will have some questions and you may ask them tomorrow. We'll also discuss one more time the competition rules if you have any questions, and we'll discuss the assessment procedures more thoroughly. Next, we'll have дальше, Александрович. Дальше. Then we'll have a competitors day. Dear participants, I would like you to present yourself, like say a few words about yourself, your name, your surname, which country are you from, and why are you interested in space systems engineering. We'll also discuss one more time the test project if you have any questions, and then we'll have the workshop on the modules. Alexander, следующий. We'll also, send you the list of software needed. So here are the links for the software that you will need. Join us in Telegram. Следующий слайд. From Thursday till Saturday, you will just perform the test project. So you will try to repeat after us the performance of the modules. Дальше. And so on Sunday, we'll close our camp. So you may just answer any questions or get your answers if you have asked any questions. You will maybe discuss and suggest something good. I hope that we'll have a great feedback from you, and we'll just exchange the experiences. You'll say what did you like, what you didn't like, and so on. So I guess that is all for today for our camp. Please, if you haven't joined us in Telegram, so please do it. We'll send the list of software and the links for the software needed. Александрович, а можно Google Диск или Google что-нибудь создать со всеми документами? We'll create a common folder for you with the technical description, the test project, the list of software. I'll send you also the presentation, so you may just see everything one more time. We just need your contacts. Just a second. Как они контакты все?
Если по системе оценки, я бы хотел немножечко добавить. Да. Но у меня есть идея. Мы оценим Здесь покажем, как это делать экспертам.
Так и надо.
Да.
Там
И
так и
потом,
написано.
да, эксперты будут потом
Да.
сами оценивать.
Там написано. Да, всё.
Ну, точно.
Там написано. I guess that's all for today, guys. If you have any questions, please just say it out.
Mhm.
Yes, if you just have trainers but without competitors, you can join us from the beginning to the end. So please.
Mhm.
Lisa, is it okay? Okay, thanks. Okay, so I see some emails. Как вот сделать так, что вот реально все из них есть в Телеграме или нет?
Мне кажется, надо спросить.
So guys and girls, dear yes colleagues, experts, I would kindly recommend you to have a Telegram. So we have.
По WhatsApp.
It's better, yes, to have Telegram or WhatsApp. We'll create a group for you so that you can, like ask questions anytime you like, or just if you forgot something or lost, so that we can stay in touch. Мяу. Я уже ответила. So that's it. If you don't have, I know that no one has any questions during the first day, so I don't mind. Just get used to us. We won't, like, do you any harm. Oh, кто-то по-русски ответил. So you're just learning Russian. That's great. And I guess that's all. If you don't mind, we'll just finish our.
Попроси, чтобы все включили фотографию и в смысле камеры, мы сейчас сделаем одну общую коллективную.
Okay, guys. So just one more ask for you. Please turn on your cameras, switch on your cameras. We want to take a collective photo. So we want to see you all. So please turn on the cameras and we'll just take a photo. That will be great. Haha.
Cheers.
Okay, cheers.
Спасибо, не все включились.
Ну, может быть, не все могут. Вдруг там кто-то. Great. О, какой мальчик загорелый. Okay. If you don't have a camera on your computer, that is okay. So just a second. Что, фоткаете?
Say cheers.
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 Okay, so we got it. Great. So I hope to see you all tomorrow. Maybe not all, but experts are supposed to be tomorrow. So I'm waiting for the experts tomorrow, and we're also waiting for the competitors on Wednesday. So guys, join us. Don't forget that we start at 2 p.m. According to Moscow time. It is not according to China or Brazil. Yes, so Moscow time. Just keep it in mind.
Надо еще отдельно рассказать сейчас про программный эмулятор, который работает. То есть мы про тестирование
Завтра.
системы рассказали. Время есть, поэтому, мне кажется, немножко сейчас...
Я ему уже 10 раз сказала. До свидания.
Да? Время-то у нас еще есть?
Нет.
Нет?
Нет. 3 минуты? 2? Это время?
Сейчас?
Да.
Мало времени. Скажи, что я сожалею, что очень мало времени.
Yeah, so Alexander is very sorry to have so, like so little time for us to communicate, but we have to say goodbye to you. We have to just give you some time to think everything over, to get ready for today, for tomorrow, the day as after tomorrow, and so on. So please leave your contacts, because otherwise it will be very hard to, like for you to get the documents needed. So thank you so much. Goodbye. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One more question. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I'll send you the presentation.
Скажи, что мы сделали ссылку на диск, и мы вышли все документы.
А как мы вышли?
В Телеграме ссылка будет. Мы отправили ссылку на Яндекс.Диск.
Да, yes.
Можете вы отправить эту презентацию в Телеграме? Спасибо.
Yes. Класс. Okay, so just register in Telegram, join our group, and да. Okay, so join us in Telegram, and you'll have all the documents. So who will be the first to just switch off? I'm sorry. Who is the most courageous to leave the conference?
Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
So
Goodbye.
we were really glad to see you all today.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Всего
Goodbye.
отлично.
See you.
Bye.
Goodbye.